asked on Instagram if some of my followers could give me some questions. I got some questions. It's only like 10 or so because not too many people ever answer the question box on the Instagram stories, but the ones that did, thank you very much. This is going on Instagram and YouTube. If you hear noise in the background, it's my cats playing around. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, so of course cats have to play. But I have Indy and Baker. This lady was Astrid, but we have changed her name to Indy. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer all these questions. So let's get to it. Okay, the first question is, what is your favorite age to roleplay? So before I got Indy, my favorite age to roleplay was newborn because it's a lot easier. Especially on my roleplay page, it's a lot easier to do newborn roleplay because like they just sleep and eat and you change their diaper. There's not much you can do. But since I got Indy, I will say that my favorite age to roleplay is definitely the bigger size toddlers. I love that with Indy I'm able to do like all kinds of stuff like feedings with like different foods. I can like show that we're trying to transition to a cup. I can show that like she's playing with toys, that she's trying to walk, that she's crawling, you know, with this age, because Indy she's supposed to be the size I think of a 9-month-old, but I'm able to role play her from like 6 months up to, I would say, probably about maybe 18 months. So I really love this age because she's able to do everything a little bit more than, you know, a newborn would be. So before Indy it was definitely newborns, but since I got Indy, I've definitely loved role playing with the bigger babies for sure. Okay, so some of the questions are a little personal. The next couple are like a little personal, but I just want my followers to get to know me more on a personal level. I'm kind of like an open book. Oh my god, they just ran across me. The cat's ran over. I'm kind of like an open book, so I just want to just let it all out. My next question is, what's your favorite thing about yourself? I'm a little insecure about some parts of me, but I guess what girl really isn't insecure about herself? But I guess my favorite thing about myself would be my eyes. They are hazel, but they're really bright and vivid most of the time, and they kind of look more green. If I add a little bit of mascara and a little bit of eyeliner, my eyes usually pop a little bit more, and I guess I kind of like that about myself. The next one is, what is your dream job, roleplay or real? If we're gonna talk about roleplay, I'd rather be a billionaire, so that'd be great. I guess. I don't know. I've always wanted to be like. Okay, so let's get to the real part. Realistically, I always try to say that I'm in my dream job, but dental assistant is like my dream job. But if I wanted to be realistic and say what my real dream job would be, it would definitely be a photographer. I do photography on the side here and there, but realistically it doesn't make enough money to be able to, you know, support myself. I was going to school to become a photographer, and I quit about a year into it because realistically I just didn't see myself making enough money to be able to support myself. So I stopped. But I really wanted to be a photographer for like National Geographic, taking like all the pictures of the pretty all the pretty scenery and the animals and stuff like that. That's what I really wanted to do. But I just didn't see myself realistically doing that. So my second dream job, I guess, would be the dental assistant, which is currently what I am doing now. Next is, would you ever get a larger toddler doll? Indy is about as big as I'm ever gonna go. I know they have like bigger ones like the 5-year-olds and like but realistically I cannot see myself doing that. She's hard enough with clothes and shoes and everything, so definitely this size, probably wouldn't go any bigger. Next, if your babies were alive, what personalities would they have? Let's see. We'll start with Indy. I think Indy would be, her personality would be like, she's kind of chill and kind of like want to be independent, but at the same time she's a mommy's girl. Like, she wants to be independent and do her own thing, but then at the same time she's kind of like, oh my god, I need my mom. Where's my mom? Where's my mom? Where is she? And I feel like, yeah, she'd be the always hungry one. She'd always want some kind of snack in her mouth. Goldfish, crackers, cookies. She'd always want something. Baker would be my very mellow girl. She would be the one that, like, her personality would just be really mellow. She would be okay with just laying there looking up at the ceiling, looking at the TV. You know, she would never really want to be held. She'd be like the really mellow newborn. The newborn that everybody's like, oh my god, I missed the newborn phase. It was so much easier. Let's see. Briar would be my little diva. She'd be the one that, like, she would need everything. Right when she cried for it, she would be like 24/7 wanting everything. Like, I could see her being my little diva. Shepherd, I could see him be my little grumpy boy. With the way his facial expression is, I feel like he's just a grump. He's like, he'd be my grumpy grumps. He would be always grumpy no matter what. Like, even after a feeding and a changing and everything, he would just be grumpy because he's just mad at the world. And then Olive, which is my Uriel kit who is not painted. I feel like she'd be my cute little sweet girl. She'd be really sweet. And she would just love loving, and she'd always like want to give kisses and everything. You know, she'd be really sweet. Okay, the next question is, how long have you been collecting dolls? I have been collecting dolls since I got my first doll, my first reborn, February of 2015, because I got it a month after my baby brother was born. So I've been collecting dolls for 5 years now, and I definitely wouldn't change it. I love all my little babies, so I've been collecting 5 years. Next question is, if you could go anywhere, where would you go? If we're talking about US, I've been wanting to go to New York forever. Like, I have always wanted to travel to New York just to see like the Big Apple and like experience all that, and it would just be really, really fun. The next question is, what is my favorite food? Literally, I am Mexican, and so I'm gonna be that stereotypical Mexican and say that my favorite food is tacos. Literally could eat tacos every day. I'm like being so serious. I could eat tacos every day, and I feel like this one would eat tacos with me all the time because she's mommy's girl. She would definitely be like, yeah, mom, let's eat some tacos. Alright, next question is, who is your favorite baby in your collection? Indy, hold your ears. At the current moment, it would be Baker. I've only had her for a month, but Baker right now is definitely my favorite. Just because I've had this kit before, and having it back and just being so beautifully painted, she's my favorite right now. So next question is, who is your favorite reborn artist? So it's like so hard to me because I have so many people I like. My favorite artist would have to be Sylvia. I know she's a prototype artist, blah blah blah, yeah, but her work, like when I see her prototypes, they always look lovely, they always look beautiful, and she just has a range of like different, like her babies all look just, I don't know. Next question, how did you find reborns? So before reborns, I was big into Build-A-Bears. Like, I'm talking about, like, I still have all my Build-A-Bears. I've gotten rid of a couple, but I still have most of them. I was really big into Build-A-Bears. I had an Instagram for my Build-A-Bears. Like, I have an Instagram for my reborns. I still have that Instagram is still very much alive. I can still log into it, but I don't ever post. But so I was creating videos for my Build-A-Bears. Like, I'd go on outings, like how we go on outings with the babies. There is a side of the world that does it with teddy bears. So I would go on outings with them. They all had they all had names, just like the reborns do. They all had personalities, and I would always take one or two of them with me on outings to like the zoo, to the store, and I would do outing videos. And so I was uploading these outing videos and stuff to my YouTube that I had for them, and then I would like watch videos with other people who collected, and then I started seeing like recommended videos about reborns, and I was just like, what are these? I think the first person I saw video was Laura, but I stumbled upon these videos and I was like, what is this? So I watched a video, then I watched another, and then I just kept going. And of course, once you like start going down the little rabbit hole, you just get more curiouser and curiouser. So then I started researching what reborn was, like where can you find one, this and that. And then I started following everybody on Instagram on my teddy bear Instagram. And then finally I was just like, okay, I need to separate this. I need to go and make one for just the reborns. So then I made one for just the reborns. And I started like following all the reborn collectors, and then I started like trying to find the reborn that I could buy. So it was just like a big rabbit hole. And so like I started looking at reborns like the end of 2014, and then I got my first one in February of 2015. And to think that like how it started was like I was obsessed with Build-A-Bears and teddy bears and making videos and stuff with them, and then all of a sudden it was just like, oh my god, babies, because I've always been obsessed with babies. I have like a maternal nature. I'm always with kids. Kids like are drawn to me. So, and I loved playing with baby dolls when I was little, and now it's like I'm an adult and I can have baby dolls that look realistic and I can still play with in a way, you know. I can still dress them, make them look cute, and take pictures of them. So yeah, but it was definitely a rabbit hole. YouTube is definitely how I found about them, and then from YouTube it was just like, oh my god, let me go look on Instagram, because like, you know, some of the people on YouTube have their Instagram name like in the description, so I like went on there, and it was a big rabbit hole, and it was started from YouTube. But what doesn't start from YouTube is my question. I am so sorry I'm rambling on, but yeah, this video is gonna be long. I'm sorry, you guys. This one says, the next question is, have you or will you ever reborn yourself? I've thought about reborning so many times, and I want to really, really bad. I did just get a desk like 2 days ago, so I'm super excited about that, because I feel like once I have the desk I can like start purchasing supplies. But again, I am currently not working, so I cannot purchase supplies right now. But as soon as I'm able to purchase supplies, I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy like the new wave and buy like all the supplies that I need to start reborning. So definitely gonna be hitting up artist friends that I know and asking them, what should I be getting? What should I get? I don't know, did I just say that right? But definitely will be reborning sometime in the future. At least by the end of this year I want to try to reborn my first baby. Okay, the last question is, do you see yourself being a lifelong reborn collector? When I saw this question, I thought long and hard, and I'm not exactly positive. I think I will be a lifelong reborn collector, and the reason why I say this is because I don't see myself having my own children, but the reborns do fill that void of not having like your own child. Yes, I have a maternal instinct, and yes, I love babies, and yes, kids are drawn to me, but I don't see myself being a mother. I have taken care of multiple children from the age of 12 on upwards. So like I was 12 years old and taking care of my 2-month-old brother. So from then on, I have dealt with kids and babies of all ages. And I don't see myself, after like taking care of so many kids and having to be there for so many. Like, I don't see myself having my own child and like taking care of that child. Like, I don't see it in my future. So I think the reborns will definitely be in my life forever, and I definitely think that they will help fill that void of wanting a baby but not seeing myself as a mother. Like, I know that sounds really, if they don't stop playing, I am so sorry. I know that doesn't sound like very, like, it sounds kind of weird, but it's just how I feel. Like, yes, I love babies. You would think, oh my gosh, she loves babies. She like wants the reborns to fill that void of a baby. Why don't she have a baby? I don't know. I don't see myself as a mother, and I don't know what it is about it. But I've talked to my mom about it. And my mom's perfectly fine with it. She said she understands, and she's like, you don't need to give me a grandchild later on in life. You don't need to worry about it. If you feel like you don't need a baby, you don't need a baby. And when I tell people that I don't want to have kids, then there's that whole, oh, you're young, you might change your mind later. But I don't know. I don't think motherhood is for me. I think reborns are the only thing that I need. And I hope that one day, if I find a husband, then he's okay with not having kids and it just being us. And that he's okay with that these little babies are coming along, because that's just how I feel. Like, I just don't see myself. I don't know. But, yeah. Okay, everyone, those are all of our questions. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned a little bit about me. I hope that I can trim this video down to where it's not super long, because I feel like I rambled on with a lot of those questions. But I am a rambler. I have a couple more video ideas in the upcoming weeks. Hoping to do those videos soon. So just be on the lookout for those. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and lay down because it's like 1 something in the morning and probably almost 2, so I need to go to bed. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.